Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the New York Giants. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. Faking the give. Now Watson. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
56, Mike. Right there, 56.
Throwing on third down, Watson. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Switch. 59.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Check 56. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 56 to Mike.
Now it's Watson.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Let's go. Let's bring it. 56. Mike. Alert. Right there, 56. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. I got him. Check. Crunch. Hey. 24. Check 24. Watch the shift. Hey.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
Get ready. Mike 36. Let's go, Dino.
On play action, it's Murray. And this one caught by Cameron Braid. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Flushed out right. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line. Big Ace open.
Shotgun now from Murray. And Braid has it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Flush to his right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Hey, Mike 51.
Here's Murray. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And
that's into a crowd and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
The give is to Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And down inside the 15 he goes. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And Cook has it, left side. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Off the option, it's Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
Murray now. Dancing to his left. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Jones is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. No CD. There didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
For a rookie first rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw, Watson. Airing this one out for Evans. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On the give, this is Akers. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Mike 56, Mike 56. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Shift.
On first down, it's Watson. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Come on, D. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, let's get in them holes. Joker. Undercrush. Alert. Undercrush.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They hand off to their big tight end, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try the air now with Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And now the rookie's free. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Oh, always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray, forced out to his left. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray being chased out left. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. From the gun, Murray escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
Slam. Big Ace open.
And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
I'm coming. Under 10. 10.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Ronald Jones, as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. A terrific running there to start the drive, as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Watson off play action, rolling to his right. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
All day, defense, all day, all day. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Murray now on first down. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Murray now to throw. On the move to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
51.
Murray going to hold on to it once more. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Eluding the pressure right. Murray, strong running. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Steps away to his left. And Brait, the tight end's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Ronald Jones with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a first down throw, Watson. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Watson. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Buying time to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Mike Evans with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well where you're getting.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll dump this off to Akers. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. From the gun, here's Watson. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To the air yet again, Watson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, Brandon. Normally Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
It's a gain of 8.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 65 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Second down at 3. They'll go again to Jones. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Shotgun now from Murray. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
So we got man.
Play action. Now it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Watch the safety creep.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. 56.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And fights him off. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Watson's throw taken in by Evans here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Watson looks to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 21. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Fresh off the pick-6, it's Watson. And this one is incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick-6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Brett Kern now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Elsewhere, a fourth-quarter score now from Tampa. And the Buccaneers have just extended their lead. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. To try again after the sack. Murray forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mike Evans with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Giants off. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he's got it in the end zone. Bit of a surprising call here, down by as many as they are, but the fake works, and they'll get 2 points closer instead of 1. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, Did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Justin Jefferson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Robbie Anderson. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Cut. Let's go. Mike.
Eluding the pressure right. Murray has the first down and more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Back to throw it, Murray. And complete, right side to Cook. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. That is incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd and 10, Watson flushed out right. He's got a first down past the 30 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Ali Marpet, the guard, caught there. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. To throw is Watson. He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down. One last throw here for Watson. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. Well, either way, they were getting the ball back.
Yeah, and it was fourth down. Don't you have to try and take a shot anyway instead of trying to ground it? That didn't work at all.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.